Hi, I'm Jo. Welcome to Jolou Yoga. Our vinyasa flow today is to open up into the whole body, building a little bit of warmth to energize us through the flow section of the class. Listen to the options, take anything out that you need to, hit the pause button, take a rest if you want to. Just listen to your body, listen to your breath, allow the breath to be as fluid as you can and enjoy this flow together with me. We'll begin at the back of the mat in child's pose, wide-legged today, so bring the toes to meet, the big toes to meet, and take the knees wide, and then just start to allow your torso to fold down towards the mat. Palms can face up as a little surrender, and the head could rest down. If your forehead doesn't quite make it to the mat, you could make fists and stack them and just place your forehead there. So we start to get into the breath, steady, breathing in and out through the nose. And at whatever time of day you've come to this class, use it as a time to release any tension and stress that you may be holding physically, mentally. Letting go of your day, any to-do lists, any worries or anxiety, and appreciating this time that you have carved out for yourself. If you wish to set an intention for your practice, give yourself a few moments to think about what that intention might be, what you need in your life today. Noticing the rise and the fall of the breath. Feeling where the back is opening, the tops of the feet, the inner thighs, observing your body, the sensations and where you feel them the strongest. Start to lift the torso up a little and just walk your hands off the right side of your mat. And again, allow the chest to then release. You could rest your left ear on your left bicep. Breathing into the rib cage. Feeling a stretch happen in the left side of your torso. Bring the hands through center and walk them off to the left side of your mat this time. And again, release the chest down and maybe resting your right ear on your bicep. Feeling the right side of your body begin to lengthen. Visualizing the breath moving up and down your spine. Then bring the hands back through center and lift your hips and set your knees directly under your hips. Let's find tabletop position. And preparing into the wrist, just start to move the shoulders and hips backwards and forwards with your fingers nicely spread, pressing into your finger pads, the knuckles, the heel of the hand. And now come into neutral position and onto the tops of your hands. The fingers face each other, fingers spread, trying to press your fingernails down, and then send the elbows out a little, out to the sides. Now make a fist, squeeze your hands and your fingers, and then open it back up again. Squeeze the hand into a fist and then reopen, and keep going. Start to feel something happening in your wrists and warmth beginning in the forearms. Excellent. And then tucking your toes, all 10 of them, sit back to the heels. If it's not comfortable for you to sit on the heels, right from the start, take high kneeling. If not, sit back onto the heels, and at any point if you need to come off, just take the hips up. Let's bring the arms into cactus shape, so lifting the chest here, getting into the shoulders. Turn the hands down, the palms face away from you, and now bring them towards your low back. Try not to touch the back if you can. Take them back out to the side. Inhale, turn the fingers up. Exhale, turn them down. Inhale, bring them to meet at the low back. Exhale, take it out to the side. Turn them up. Take it down to the low back. Try not to touch. Take it out to the side. Bring it up. Turn the fingers and palms down, and then to meet at your low back. And then this time, take opposite hand to elbow. And switch it, the less dominant, so the other hand to the other elbow. And then release. Come onto your hands, untuck your toes, and just lightly tap the tops of your feet. Walk your hands away from you, keeping the fingers spread, send the shoulders and hips back, tuck your toes, lift your hips for downward facing dog. Allow your head to just rest between your arms. Any movement you need in your first downward dog, should you lifting lower one heel. Opening into the armpits, reaching the chest back towards your toes. Don't worry about lengthening completely. If your hamstrings are tight, just keep a bend there. Think more about sending the hips up and long spine, long arms. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees and walk your feet to your hands. Exhale, fold with bent legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise all the way. Bring the hands up, the palms meet, gaze your thumbs. Exhale, your hands start. We'll warm up with a variation of Dharma Sun Salutation. Inhale, bring the arms up, gaze up. If you want to, take a little back bend, squeeze the glutes, reach back. Exhale, folds you straight back down again. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back and lower your knee to the mat. Keeping your hands either side of your front foot, your chest is lifted. From this lunge position, take an inhale. Exhale, we send the hips back, lift the front toes, half split. So any knee bend here if you need it. Inhale moves you forward again, back to that low lunge. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold towards the toes. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, send it back, fold. Come forward again, and this time, send your right shin back. We vinyasa. Exhale, hug the elbows in, lower the chest and the chin. Inhale, sweep the chest through and up, press into the tops of the feet and squeeze your glutes. As you inhale and lift your chest, Bhujangasana. Stay lifted, push the hips back, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward to left thumb, step left foot there. Exhale, lower your back shin. The fingers frame the front foot. Inhale, the chest lifts. Exhale, send the hips back, lift front toes, half splits, fold. Inhale takes you forward again. Exhale, move the hips back, fold. Inhale, sync breath to movement. Exhale. Inhale, rebend, pick up the back knee. Exhale, step the foot up to meet the front and then forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise all the way. If you want the back bend, squeeze the glutes, reach the hands back behind you. Exhale, folds you right back down the middle again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, lower the right shin. So this time you have the option to move from the lunge with the back knee down and send it back to half splits. Or this time the back knee lifts, but you reach the thigh towards the mat as much as you can so you feel the stretch. And then your exhale takes you to pyramid, long pyramid. Fold towards the shin, stay high on the back toes. Inhale, sweeps you forward again, reaching the thigh towards the mat. Exhale, send the hips back. Or you're in your half splits. Inhale, low lunge or back knee lifted. Reach the heel back. Exhale, half splits or pyramid. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, lower the back knee. Lower the left shin. Lower the chest and the chin, and then inhale, sweep the chest through and up. Squeeze the glutes, shoulder blades together, rise, Bhujangasana. And then push the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, look to your right thumb, step your right foot there. Exhale, lower the left shin. So from low lunge with the back knee down or it's lifted to half splits or a pyramid. Send it back. Inhale, hips forward. Exhale, take them back, fold. Inhale, forward, reaching your back thigh towards the mat. Exhale, refold, pyramid or half splits. Inhale, forward. Exhale, step the left foot up to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up and back. Exhale, the hands to heart. We'll start to move on to our flow section. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm now and a little bit more open. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, we fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, place the hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees towards the mat. Exhale, lift the hips up. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, lift. This time bend the legs a little and drop both heels to the left. Possibly you might want to straighten into your right leg. You could pop up onto your right fingertips and gaze under your armpit. Keep breathing, push the hips up and back to feel the side body lengthen. Place your right hand down, pivot on the feet, come back through center and step your right foot up to your right hand, lower the back shin. With the back toes untucked, place your hands on your right thigh. Option to stay with the knee stacked over the ankle or to allow the hips to reach forward, the knee moves forward towards the toes. And then press your hands into your thighs so you can lift your chest up. Squeezing your left glute here so that you activate there and protect into your back thigh as you stretch. Then bring the hands up, inhale, exhale, circle them wide, interlock the fingers behind you, send the knuckles down and bring the shoulder blades together, elevate your chest. You could gaze forward or you might want to gaze up. Bringing those shoulder blades to lift the chest a little more. If your hips are forward and down, engage the glute again here. A little back bend so the heart rate might get up, so still connect to your breath. Your next inhale, bring the spine up, send the hips back so they're stacked over the back knee, and then tug your back toes. We're moving to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. So if some of you need to, you could use your hands to the mat or blocks if you have them. We pick up the back knee, we lean the torso forward, including the head, sliding the back toes in. So option to bring your hands anywhere you like, to the mat or heart, or you keep a little bend in your standing leg and you pick the back leg up. And pushing the back heel away from you, keeping the bend in the standing leg, everything working. And then set the back toes down, drop the heel in and down, turn your torso to the left side of your mat. Place your right forearm to your thigh, but just gently rest it there as you roll your left shoulder up towards upwards, sky, ceiling, wherever you are. Then bringing your left hand, the back of your hand to your low back, or it finds your hip crease. So creating a half bind for a shoulder opener. Stay here with your forearm resting gently on your thigh, or bring it inside the foot. Maintain a strong back leg by pressing into the outside edge of the foot and lifting the kneecap to the quad. And try to keep your left rib cage facing up, trying not to round your shoulder down. Keep it lifted. The lower you become, the closer the right rib cage comes to your right thigh in your extended side angle. One more breath in. On your exhale, release your left arm up, set it down, lower your back shin. Inhale, the right hand reaches forward. Exhale, we circle up and back. We twist the body now to the right side of the mat. Option 1, you stay here reaching back. Option 2, you pick up your left foot and take hold of the top of the foot. Then press the foot into the hand as you release your hips forward and down and elevate your chest towards the right side of your mat. Press a little more the foot into the hand. Engage and actively stretch into your left quad. Release the foot with control. Inhale, circle the arm back up and over. Set it inside your right foot. Heel toe your right foot to the outside edge of your mat. You're either on your palms or you're on your fingers in lizard. We're going to take a side body stretch here. So you start walking your hands towards your top left corner of your mat. Maybe the left hand comes off the mat. If you find you could go further, you take the hands and walk them a little more off the left side. Some of you may be able to lower the forearms, one forearm possibly, and then the left hand extends away from you. But the whole time you're here in this side stretch, have a little check that the rest of the body, the knee especially, didn't travel with you to the left. If it did, you're not going to feel the full benefits necessarily of the stretch. So if that knee traveled inward, just move back to option 1 where you're more to the top corner of your mat. Or you're on your left forearm and the right hand extends away from you. This is quite an intense stretch, so breathe calmly, triggering your parasympathetic nervous system. Then bring the hands back through center. The left hand comes off the mat, the right arm extends. Pick up the back knee and step the back foot up to meet the front, and then sit yourself down. Step both feet in front of you and hug around both shins with your right forearm. Set your left hand behind you. Inhale, lift the spine tall. Exhale, twist to the left. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, slide your right hand to the outside edge of your left foot. Pick up the foot and extend the leg. Keep the chest and spine lifted. Drawing your navel in and back, so tightening and engaging your core here. Twisting a little more. Inhaling. Exhale, set the foot down. Cross at your shins, left shin in front of the right, and take hold of your feet and bring them in close to you. Set them on the outside edges. Making some compression here, so start rounding your spine. You hug around your shins. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, without holding, keep rounding the spine back, but reach your hands away from you. Reach the crown of your head or your face away from you, but feel the rounding of your spine. Belly to thigh compression. Option 3, the hands sit alongside you. On your inhale, press into the outside edges of your feet and pick the hips up and send the shoulders and head forward. But don't forget to breathe as you hold the pose. And then set it down. Take your legs out for Uttanasana Konasana, wide-legged. So ground into the heels, lift the toes, lift the kneecaps up. Inhale, spine is long. Exhale, reach forward, fold any amount. Meeting your edge, observing the body. Your next inhale, walk the hands in, cross at your shins, cross left in front of right, hands come in front of you, step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sweeps you through and up, Bhujangasana. Keep lifted. Exhale, lift the hips, tuck toes, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, bend the knees to the mat. Exhale, lift the hips again. Inhale, bend the knees to the mat. Exhale, extend the hips. Inhale, bend the knees a little. This time, drop both heels to the right. And possibly, you might want to straighten one leg or the other. Maybe it's the left leg that you want to straighten. As you pop up onto your left fingertips, you could gaze under your armpit, sending your hips further up and back. How is the breath? Place the left palm down, pivot on your feet, come back through center. Inhale, look to left thumb. Exhale, step the foot up. Lower to your back shin. Kapayasana, untuck the back toes. Rest your hands on your left thigh. Option 1, you keep the front knee stacked over the ankle. Option 2, the knee moves forward, starting to track the toes as the hips reach forward and down. You engage your right glute this time and press your hands into your thigh to start to extend the leg, arms, reaching your chest up and back. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, circle them wide. Interlock the fingers behind you. Reach the knuckles down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your chest. Gaze forward or gaze up. Squeezing right glute this time. On your next inhale, bring the spine up. Start sending your hips back so that your hips are stacked over your back knee, then tuck your back toes, prepare for warrior 3. So pick up the back knee, reach the torso forward, lean the head forward, slide the back toes in. Prepare. Ground into your front foot, have a little bend in the leg, reach the knuckles back, and if you want to, pick up the back leg. Reach the heel to the back and the crown of the head a little more forward than you think. There's your center of balance. Where's your drishti, your focal point? Can you engage your core? Then rebend into your front leg, set the back toes down, turn the heel in. Keep your front leg bent, turn the torso now to the right side of your mat and gently rest your left forearm to your thigh. Bring the back of your right hand to your low back or all the way around to the hip crease. Side angle with a shoulder opener and half bind. Option 1, you keep your left forearm where it is. Option 2, it comes down to the mat, providing that the right shoulder doesn't start to round down. Keep the right shoulder lifted up. Ground into your feet, your foundations. Steady breathing. Re-extend your right hand up and then circle it down. Lower to your back shin. The right hand stays on the mat as you inhale and circle the left arm forward, up and back. You twist the body now to the left side. Option 1, you stay here. 2, you pick up the back foot, take hold of the top of the foot, then start pressing the foot into the hand as you allow your hips to reach forward and down as the chest lifts to the left side. Steady breathing. Release the back foot with control. Inhale, circle the left arm up and forward. Set the hand inside the foot as you shuffle that foot to the long edge of your mat. So you're either on fingertips or palms. You start to extend your arms towards the top right corner of your mat. Or you walk them further off and lower to your forearm, your right forearm, or you stay on your hands. If you do lower to your right forearm, walk the left hand away from you, but again, pay attention to the left knee and hips that they didn't start to travel with you. If they did, you've gone too far. So pay attention to your body, be aware of it in space. Lizard with a side stretch. Then take your hands back through center. Set your right hand off the mat, pick up the back toes. Reach your left hand forward and then step the back foot up and sit it down. Take both feet in front of you and take in a twist. Right hand comes behind you, lift the spine long. Inhaling, exhale, hug your left forearm around both shins and twist your torso to the right. Roll the right shoulder back. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, take hold of the outside edge of the foot and then pick up the foot, extend the leg. Rebend, set the foot down, unwind the torso, cross the right shin in front of the left, take hold of your feet and bring them in close to you, set them down on the outside edges. Now round the spine back, press it back as you hug your forearms around your shins. Breathing here, you stay here, option 1. Option 2, keep that nice tight compression and reach the arms forward. Reach your head forward, round the spine back. Option 3, your hands come alongside your hips. Press into the outside edges of your feet. Inhale, lift the hips, round the shoulders forward and the head. And don't forget to exhale. Inhale, sit the hips down. Exhale, open the legs to wide-legged Upta Vista. Inhale, we lift tall. Exhale, fold right down the middle, any amount. Actively stretching, so keep the legs nice and active. Reach a little further if that's available to you. And walk the hands in on your inhale. Cross your right shin in front of your left. Place your hands down. Step back to plank. Hold your plank this time, knees up or down. Reach the crown of the head forward, the heels back. You can lower knees, chest and chin. Spread the shoulder blades apart, or you lower halfway to chaturanga. Coming onto the tops of the feet, you're either in your cobra or upward facing dog. And don't go to down dog, lower the shins. Sit the hips back for traditional balasana child's pose. The legs are closer together, hip width distance. You could set the arms alongside you. You might want to rest on one ear or on the forehead. Notice how you feel. Notice the breath. How is this child's pose different from the wide-legged to legs hip width? Notice the difference where you feel it in your body. The heartbeat, your skin, sounds around you. And then slowly start bringing your spine up, and we'll meet in a seat. With your right leg extending forward, set your left foot close up to your glute and a little more to the outside. Use your right hand behind you for support to keep your torso lifted. So version of Marityasana, option 1, you hook your left forearm around your left knee and keep the spine tall. Option 2, you reach the arm forward between both legs and stay here. Option 3, you turn the arm out, turn the palm away from you Maybe you find a half bind as you turn the arm in. Maybe you find a full bind. You pick up your right hand and loop the fingers or anything you find. So if you want a bind and you've been struggling, if you're binding quite low down the shin, it gets really difficult. You need to bring the arm higher up and really press it into the arm into the leg, closer to the knee, and then wrap it around. If you find everything and you want to go further, you start rounding forward towards your right leg. Pay attention to how one side feels to the other when we move. So see how this feels for your body, this side, if you have a tighter side. And then bring the spine up. Right hand can come behind you, or both hands come to your heel of your left foot as you bring the leg up any amount. If you have space, you bend at the elbows and bring the toes a little closer towards you. A version of Kanchasana, heron pose. Rebend the leg, set it down, extend it. Set your right foot alongside your glute, a little closer to the outside near your hip. Left hand behind you to help you lift your spine tall. Option 1, you just hug your right forearm around your right knee. Option 2, you reach your arm between both legs. So you're folding towards the toes. Option 3, turn the palm away, keep the arm high up the leg, closer to the knee, and maybe you just wrap it around and find a half bind. If you've got a strap close by, you could use that and take a full bind to help you. Then if you have space, start reaching forward, rounding towards, folding towards your left leg. And then lift the spine up. Either you set your left hand back down behind you for support, or both hands take hold of the heel of the right foot as you extend the leg up any amount. You can point or flex the foot, yogi's choice. Maybe you're able to bend at the elbows a little to bring the leg a little closer towards you. Keep the chest and spine lifted. And then rebend the leg, set it down. Keep your right leg extended and place your left sole of your foot inside the thigh. Now turn your torso to face that left knee. Taking a side body stretch, Parsvajanusthasana. So place your right forearm inside your right leg. Keep your left shoulder facing up. Try not to let it round down, just like we did in side angle. And then bring your left arm up and over. Now the goal isn't necessary to touch the toes. The goal is to feel the side body stretch. So it may be that you just stay more upright, keeping the bicep alongside the ear rather than in front of your face. See how much you can keep it lifted. Others of you may be able to slide the arm closer towards the foot, the bottom arm, and maybe both hands find the foot. That isn't necessarily the goal though, to find the foot. As long as you feel the stretch, you've got your version of this pose. That's all that matters. And then bring it up. Switch sides, extend your left leg. Bring the sole of your right foot inside that thigh. Now turn your torso to face the right knee. Place your left forearm inside your left thigh. Roll your right shoulder up. Extend your right arm up and bring it alongside your ear. Start to feel the side body stretch happening. If you feel you need more, start slowly sliding your left arm closer to the foot. Leaning back a little with the torso so that you maintain that side body stretch. And then bring the torso up. Re-extend your right leg. Shuffle your hips forward And set your feet down. Use your core, round it back, reach forward with your arms and lower all the way onto your belly. Place your arms alongside you. Press into the feet, they are underneath your knees. Press into your forearms. Inhale, lift your hips, set to Bandhasana bridge pose. Keep gazing up, squeeze the glutes a little more. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze glutes. Exhale, lower. If you feel you want a little more active stretch here, take your feet further away from you and just come onto the edges of the feet and then inhale, lift up. That's going to get into the hamstrings a little more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Your final one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Extend your legs and place your hands directly under your glutes. Snuggle them under and then point your toes. Press into your forearms and snuggle your shoulder blades together to lift the chest. On your inhale, Matsyendrasana, lift up and come onto the top of your head. If on the top of your head isn't working for you, chest lift, tuck the chin to the chest. Or you allow the head to settle down onto the crown of the head. Keep lifting the chest, keep pointing the toes, squeeze shoulder blades together. One more breath in. Exhale, tuck the chin and lower back down. Take your feet nice and wide. Take your arms wide. Allow your feet to fall out to the sides. Give space between torso and your arms, palms facing up. Let's find a few moments in Shavasana together. Close down the eyes and scan your body. Take a little inventory of how your body feels. Could you let go a little more with every exhale? Soften into the jaw if it was a little clenched. Soften into the glutes and the hips. Let your kneecaps be heavy. Your shoulders soften and way down from your ears. Your breath a little deeper, a little longer. If you set an intention, bring your thoughts back to what that intention was at the start of your practice. And if you choose to, keep that intention with you for the rest of your day. Observing the rise and the fall of the belly and the chest with every inhale and with every exhale, the ebb and the flow. Now is your time to let everything go. Feel at peace. Surrender your body and your mind to this moment. A quiet mind, a quiet body, Shavasana. Bring yourself into a tight ball, so really slowly start to bring your thighs towards your chest and then hug your forearms around. Maybe you need to rock a little side to side, just really small, mindful movements with the eyes closed. very slowly start to extend the arms and the legs, keeping the legs close, pointing the toes, reaching with your fingers. Take a full body stretch. Take a deep breath in and use an exhale out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. And again, inhale. Roll to your side, bring your feet in, bend the legs, roll to any side body. Pause there. And using your hands, bring yourself up. We'll meet in a seat. You can keep the eyes closed the whole time. Any seat that's comfortable for you for our final moments together. Bringing the hands together in Anjali Mudra, your thumbs to your sternum as you tip your chin to the chest. Gratitude for our mind, body, breath connection. Sending love and light to everyone. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Thumbs the third eye. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope this class has left you feeling a little more open in tight areas of your body and more energized, and that maybe you'll revisit it. If it did you good in any way, please hit the like and subscribe for future classes, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.